you don't seem to be scared about putting out reality in your songs, whether that is seen as negative or seen as positive. You don't label things like that.
No, because I mean, people like that kind of adrenaline rush there where them get from the truth, you know? It just give them the realness to say, where you can even, because would I say, yo, I create cinema for years, you know? Yeah, you know, if you listen to my song, them, you know, one of my songs, I tell you, I create cinema for years.
Right.
That kind of thing where you have to get that feeling there from the music like it's real. And if you don't feel that way, then we can't enjoy it as real music, love. You have to be natural and be something where special.
Watch out, boom shot. You tell him to there's a make the weight and murmur now. So this one is short shot. It can't stop. Boom shots.
Boom shots.
We're live. Happy holidays, everybody. Sorry we're a little bit late, but in the meantime, Skilly, are you there? There we go. Yes, Skilly!
Double.
Congrats! Gotta get the music. How do I do that?
I want to say I have a practice, you know.
All right, well, so what do I do? Well, anyway, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, you know, so the internet chip out a while ago, I can repeat back the question. Yeah, well, big up to the whole of the East Side fans and when they're on the live now. The whole East Side, big up on themselves. Yeah, man, I Prodigy said, Mr. Universe, big up the whole Vibes magazine. Is there?
Want to shout out Boom Shots who put this all together. And, you know, we've all been supporting Skilly for a while now. And, you know, it's so exciting that today you have this amazing, and, you know, people have been saying, is there 24 tracks on the mixtape? It's 35 tracks.
Yeah, 35 banger. You hear that?
What a amazing body of work, by the way. Congratulations.
I'm one of the faces of dancehall, but I'm currently the face of the new era of dancehall music. And big up to the young kids and the young set of dancehall crowd where really I take on to Skillibeng, you know, because I kind of the young kids and the young people I support Skillibeng, so big up.
Yeah, and shout out to you. By the way, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday.
Is there?
Oh, yeah. Blessed Earth Strong.
And I mean, the reason why I release the mixtape on the 23rd, because I really didn't want to do this for my birthday last year, which I turned 23 last year for my 23rd birthday.
Oh,
but
wow.
I'm just do it back again for this year. I don't know. It work. Is there?
Yeah. Well, look, I just would like to say it's been an amazing year for you. And, you know, in so many ways, it's been a weird year, you know, the coronavirus. But one thing, you know, when I was, you know, every time I listen to, you know, Mr. Universe, you always say, like, from before Corona, me social distance. So how do you manage to lock the place in the middle of a pandemic?
I mean, it's just to stay current and always have material for my fans. You see what I say? And a lot of people would love to connect fans through social media platforms. I mean, you know, but I just continuously feed them with music continuously and always have material. So you don't know, it's just that's the difference with Skillibeng overall. Yeah.
You know, I just saw you dropped a video for Not. You know, there's some artists, new artists on there too. Tell us about some of the artists that you're who's featured on that song.
Yeah, man, that song there was just a whole product of Skillibeng himself. Even I'm a fan everything. I don't know. Big up to the artist them. Kwenga, don't know. My artist that big up to Crazy Shot, which is FS. I don't know. I mean the Center Mass artist them a part of. Big up to Street Jenna and One Sparks where really far from Bull Bay. Them are the only person where forward from the eastern area of St. Thomas. Big up to the whole of the youth them where they are part of that chat there. Big up to Popcorn, because Popcorn really inspired the music video because it wasn't really a planting, it was natural. So you don't know, big up to Popcorn. Really camp. Yeah.
Shout out to Popcorn and the Unruly Camp. I mean, it's been a really big year for the East Side between Popcorn, Jada Kingdom, shout out to Jada, and yourself. You know, like, what is it about St. Thomas that make you all flow so crazy?
I mean, I can't tell you, it's just a God-given talent to we. And we have to just continue to use it in a positive way, you know? So, Father God, I am alone, I can't blame. But that's
right. Well, you know, you've been actually doing music for a while. You know, you went to Morant Bay High School, I think.
Yeah,
I understand. Yeah. And from what I understand, shout out to Morant Bay High School and all the people.
Yeah.
From what I understand, like, you know, you did your first song straight after school, right? Is it Brain Parts?
Yeah. That's first official recording. And that was after school, immediately after school.
What was going on with you then, and what inspired that song?
That song is a weed song, because you know them time there with a smoke.
In your brain?
You don't know. And we usually listen to a lot of Vibes Cartel too. Big up to Vibes Cartel, who are really my mentor in music. And we usually listen to a lot of Vibes Cartel, and Vibes Cartel also had a song and that instrumental, which was a CT scan. Instrumental, and I think that was by Chris Rock. Big up to Chris Rock, and that was just a natural project, you know. We just did all our vibes. I don't know, we had sing, and I decided forward from some of us got a studio and recorded it, and it became a song in the parish of St. Thomas. And I mean, Skillibeng capitalized on that, and the parish of St. Thomas, not fully, but you don't know. To come see what going on in the rest of Jamaica and realize that not everybody knew Skillibeng. And this is where we make that transition for kind of tea essential, which for music are going. You don't know, forget a lot of people for know me and know my music, and this is how it started.
And not to mention, Cartel reached out to you to be part, you know, featured on his of Dons and Divas this year. Congratulations! How did that make you feel?
Yeah, man. As a young youth, we look up to Vibes Cartel, and Cartel to me. I mean, it's a blessed feeling that, and big up to Vibes Cartel again, because not everybody get for deal with, however, even conversation with them either a certain way. So you don't know that. If Skillibeng, I don't know.
I also want to mention your 2018. You had a really, really inspirational song called Life Our Life. I really love that song because, you know, and I always feel like it doesn't get that much love, but I love the way you talk on that song. You talk about how much you love your life, how much you love your family. It's really an inspirational song. You know, that was something that I don't think, you know, people love things like Brick on Brick, and they remember you for Crocodile Teeth. But this song you did like 2 years ago is really a different vibe.
Yeah. And Skillibeng always has other different vibes to compile with the mad set of music. Them, I always have them kind of music. Always, even on the mixtape now, I have certain songs like that with that vibe. I have a song named One Life.
Right.
I have a next song named Our Life So Sweet featuring Kwenga FS. Again, I have a song named Good Times and couple other tracks. So you don't we feed my vibes there sometime, because I know that people kind of rely upon them energy there for go through them day, and I kind of feel it. They are uplifting vibe. I always have something like that. So big up to Life Alive. That project was a long time project. The video was inspired by my boss Stanley Eastside. So you don't know that go. It was just a kick off where we start from.
Well, you know, I have to say, no matter what you talk about, you have this very original style. You know, your flows are crazy, and it seems like you have a very unique, you know, way you deliver your flows. The way you sound is unique. You know, what is that process? Like, what is the process putting your flows together? Do you write your music first? Do you listen to the rhythm first? Like, you don't sound like no one I know out, you know, doing what you're doing.
Well, I just go with the vibes still. I don't really choose what I gotta do today. I choose what I gotta do before a project. My song really starts from the instrumental or lyrics. Anyone no matter to me. But we start a song first and then me hear a rhythm and put it on it, me hear a rhythm and start meds a song. And I mean a long time Skillibeng to write a song. I've been freestyling since lately in the studio. So it's just a natural thing. It's not a put together process. When we are going to.
Is that what you think people gravitate to you in Jamaica? Because you, like we talk about, you know, you are the face of the new, you know, dancehall era. People have a lot to say about like the new trap dancehall. Some people have great things to say about it, some people don't. You know, it's always the same in every genre. You know, when new things happen, there's opinions. But like, do you think the reason that people really gravitate to you ultimately is because you just talk about realness and you can be relatable?
Yeah, that also, but Skillibeng also has a uniqueness in his sound. And as you said, in my lyrics too. People can me because I'm a lyrics, I'm a vibes overall, you know. Just a different energy overall. Inside different energy, we just bring something different to the table, mama, where they never expect, yeah, man, a bad way about them. Is it?
I mean, yes, and I would like to, for people who have just joined us and, you know, for the Vibe audience, you know, I want to just ask you how you picked your DJ name, Skillibeng, because that actually goes back to the 90s dancehall, because, you know, from what I understand, it's like a sound that DJs say, like, boom boom or Skillibeng, you know. So was that one of the reasons you picked Skillibeng as your name?
Yeah, because I realized say going through dancehall from in the 90s up until even the late dancehall, people say that as a slang. And as approach, me always my approach as to be different. I'm tell my fans them that I already say when the name Skillibeng come about, me I say, you know, it no must have a meaning. It can represent for the culture of dance. Kind of run with the name. So the name was kind of from like we usually listen Flipper Mafia too, and Flipper Mafia say a couple times to me. I say, wait, him still I say this. So it was just a thing for what we don't like where we are running from.
I want to talk to you about Brick Pon Brick, because it's a song that, you know, I hear over and over again. I want to shout out my Tidal Massive. For those who don't know, I'm the reggae and dancehall curator at Tidal, and your song Brick Pon Brick was something like I remember putting in our lists, and you know, it's in, you know, you've been the face of Dancehall Massive, which is, you know, the flagship dancehall playlist. And you know, when you listen to that song, you know, I've heard a lot of people say a lot of different things about that song, because you seem to embrace what the reality is and put it in your music. You don't seem to be scared about putting out reality in your songs, whether that is seen as negative or seen as positive. You don't label things like that.
No, because I mean, people like that kind of adrenaline rush there where them get from the truth, you know. It just give them the realness to say where you can even, because what I say, yo, I create cinema for ears, you know. Yeah, you know, if you listen to my song, them, you know, one of my songs, I tell you, I create cinema for ears.
Right.
That kind of thing where you have to get that feeling there from the music like it real. And if it don't feel that way, then we can't enjoy it as real music love. You have to be natural and be something where special.
Yeah, you can't just put stuff out, put shit out, I guess I was going to say, for the sake of putting it out.
A lot of people can relate to it. That's how you're going to say it's the truth.
Right. So, you know, on that note of talking about what your music does, I mean, Crocodile Teeth is another one, you know. Oh, by the way, shout out and big up to Johnny Wonder.
Wonder, you know that's it, go. G, man. You don't know. That was an easy hit for Johnny.
St. Thomas has a lot of rivers, and they say there's a lot of crocodiles in rivers in Jamaica.
Yeah, it wasn't really.
But it's not really that. It's to do with something else, right?
Yeah, is it?
Again, I want to shout out your new mixtape. You know, I love it. I noticed that out of 35 tracks, I don't know, man. I mean, is it like almost 30 tracks? Is like gun tracks, you know, My Gun, Shell Out, Bad Every Day, I don't know, Grumpy, you know, is it really like that in the East Side? Is East Side wilding like that?
Yeah, yeah, my mama. You just said something a while ago to me, you know, and you said something about scamming and me not afraid, and you have to just put the whole of that together and see what I go on, you know? Yeah, man. Holy mama. And, you know, big up to everybody who support that song, the Crocodile Teeth, even the little juvenile, because they take on to it and no put the lip on the life to. So, you know, to one go there, so. Easy.
Well, anyway, shout out to you for keeping it real, and shout out to, you know, people are enjoying your stuff for a reason. So you're relating to the youth, you're relating to a cross genre, you know. We're here today on Vibe. I'm so glad that you're able to come and like talk to us about it. I see you crossing boundaries too, you know. I saw you in the studio with Young MA, you know. She came to check you from Brooklyn. No,
she didn't come to check me, but we were doing studio work together.
Well, she checked you while she was in Jamaica. Is there music coming?
Music, there's definitely music. There's studio work going on between us, but because of the pandemic, I wouldn't think she'd make a trip to Jamaica now. You know?
Right, but she, you know, well, you know, people do what they want to do, you know, even in a pandemic. So that's a big respect. I even see, you know, Pappy all in your videos. He supported you. That's a huge look for you. How did you link with him?
I mean, Pappy is a Eastern artist, and in fact from St. Thomas.
I call out my brother from St. Thomas. When I did not call in him, hey, take out my farm. You say, Skilly.
And that's really how me and Popcorn link, and Popcorn has been a mentor for Skillibeng in music from even high school days when I listen to Gaza and Pappy them music from them time then. We can do it because, I mean, he's an Eastern youth and we have to from Wemdo and capitalize on that and see what we can. I mean, big up to Popcorn because he's been a Jamaica and he's been a make the world see Jamaica. So big up to Popcorn because he kind of have a with Skillibeng career in terms of even Unruly Fest and something. The amount of collab me and Popcorn are soon uncountable. Is a big up to Pappy.
And shout out to the whole Unruly crew and Drake Island. I know he's on the
yeah.
You know, and I saw in the Dave East video shoot with Popcorn, he was in Jamaica, so I assume that all stemmed from there.
Yeah. That all stemmed from there. And I mean, that song was the music video that Dave was involved in was song feature with me and Popcorn for his mixtape.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, which was recently #1 and trending. So that's how Davies part of the music video. That's when he was here for his vacation. So big up to Dave. I don't know. Davies say East Side fully. And anybody say East Side fully, I don't know. East Side, I gotta say that.
I saw you in the lockdown video, Coffee's lockdown video. I must say, you know, when I did the live with Coffee, she bigged you up, but you also gravitate to a vast range of musical personalities too, you know, like you say.
Too, like Skillibeng.
It's cool that, you know, there's different kinds of music types, but you all seem to get on. How did you link with Coffee?
Coffee, you know, so the first time I get to meet Coffee was in a parking lot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was in a parking lot. It wasn't nothing musically, like, you know. But then a parking lot and going on, yo, want a coffee that time? I look at she for you. I don't know. She never did that. She that part people, but I don't know. Never scared. So I just heal her up and I don't know. I saw make a link, and from there, so Coffee been a support my music even before I know her, because she said, yo, she was a big fan of Skillibeng. And he said, from even before, yes, so big up to Coffee. I don't know. One of the faces at the new era at the sound from Jamaica to, you know, them things they go, so we have to just go on to the work and do what I do.
I hear that there might be some collab in the works.
Yeah, man. Me and Coffee been in the studio, man.
Right.
Me and Coffee been in the studio. And we have a collab already, but you don't know. The people them have to just go on. Yeah.
What about why don't you give us a little preview, like a snippet?
No snippet. No snippet.
All right. Well, you know, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Happy birthday once again. Congratulations on the new mixtape. Shout out to all the East Side Massive. Shout out to your record label, your team. If you want to say anything to your fans.
East Side.
Yeah, man. I've been a talk to my fans and I show my fans them. Be a love, because my fans them love them body no more. Yeah, man. Every person will say East Side. No, I have a different kind of respect for them. You don't know. So big up everybody we even up on the live. Yeah. I don't know. No stream the mixtape or stream the Prodigy, the second edition of the Prodigy. This. So you say.
You want to leave us with a little freestyle?
Say them is bad, them is not. Load up that clip that the pan belly one. So that ear key pan it. And put the rifle there with the scope on the stand. Yeah, man. Yeah, the side and movie boss of flipping head, tomorrow special park stand. Please, the Benelli. Is there?
You see? All right. Big up yourself, Skillibeng. Bless us strong, and until we meet next time.
Yeah, mama.